Hi, my name is Sheila Ochsner, and I'm a real estate agent in Katy, Texas. I also serve the greater Houston area. But I want to welcome you if this is your first time here to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe below. I typically post on Mondays. Sometimes it's Tuesday, but I do have new content often. And so today's topic is going to be about when I meet with sellers, oftentimes they are disappointed by what their home is worth. And there are some things that they can do to improve that, but there are some things that unfortunately can't be changed. So I want to give you the list that I've made. I'm sure there are other things, but these are things that I have found when I am showing buyers and what they're looking for. And this is 2020, the year 2020, so things are very interesting. And in our market, buyers are very particular. They are looking at the smallest of things. So even your AC registers, if they are dirty or rusted, I would recommend changing those out. Looking at caulking and all of the wet areas. So they're looking at very particular things, and they truly want a move-in ready home. So as much as you can do before you go on the market, the better. So here are a few things that will devalue the price of your home. One is if you are a smoker and you smoke inside your home, that decreases the amount of buyers that would be willing to purchase your home. Because as we all know, that smell does not go away. There are companies that can make it better, but if you have been smoking in your home for a while, not only does it seep into the flooring, the walls, the curtains, everything. And so for a person that does not smoke, it really stands out to them. And I know that you get desensitized when you are living in it and you don't even realize that it does smell. So that's something to consider. If you have purchased a home and you are a smoker, perhaps you can smoke on your back patio or create a back patio. That way it keeps the value of your home up, and you can still enjoy doing that if you would like. The other thing that goes along with odors is just any other odor. So I've showed homes that have had very strong food smells, like there are different cultures that use very strong spices, and so if that is you, just keep that in mind. Also, pet smells. I have a dog myself, and I know there are times that my house smells like dog, especially when it's raining and musty outside. So keep that in mind. There are companies that will come in and clean the air for you. You can also do things like paint, replace carpeting if you have carpet. Those are all good things that will help if you have a smell. And my recommendation is to have a trusted friend over, trusted as in someone that's completely honest and will be truthful with you, and ask them what they smell. It is a major factor when people walk in the home. They want to see a home that's clean, that smells clean, and if yours has a strong odor, they will pass on your home and look at something else. And we don't want that. We want you to sell your home. The other thing is to consider extreme renovations. And by that I mean, if you have very strong preferences for, say, color, and every room is a different color in your house, I would recommend that you paint it all a neutral color before you go on the market. Most buyers are not that artsy, and they cannot see that, just painting a wall would do wonders for the house and the way it looks. Like I said earlier, buyers are very particular right now. They don't want to do any of the work. They're willing to pay extra for the house if it is fully updated and they don't have to do anything to it. However, if it has anything that needs to be done, they are offering quite a bit less. So keep that in mind. Also, if you have tastes like an unusual backsplash or an unusual, garden or anything that's out of the norm. So my recommendation is that you look at other houses that are on the market, look at your local MLS and see what's on the market and see what the trends are, and then you can change your house to accommodate so that you draw the biggest amount of buyers. The other thing is the crime rate in your area. So more than ever, buyers have all of this information readily available on the internet, and they are looking at the schools, they are looking at the crime rates. They do lots of research before they start looking at houses. And so I would recommend that you do the same so that you know your area and what they will be seeing, because it will affect your list price. The other thing that will affect your price, and hopefully you have good one of these, is your neighbors. So if your neighbors' houses around you are not keeping up their lawns, or they have garbage or debris on the sides of their house, things that they're storing, things in the driveway, or just lots and lots of cars where there's no parking at your house, that will affect the price of your home. So before you go on the market, if you just have a conversation with them, like I said, hopefully your friends, and ask them for that period of time while you're on the market if they could please keep things clean in front of their house, that you would greatly appreciate it. That does affect your price. The other thing that we all know is the condition of your home, and I have mentioned several times that buyers are very particular right now. They do want a home that is move-in ready. I have not found many that walk into a home and want to put their mark on it or redo anything. They want it already done. So knowing that, you'll want to make sure that you go through your home and make sure things are what the trends are right now. I'm not saying that you have to completely gut your house and make it into a new home, but you need to keep that in mind when you're looking at the price you're going to list at. So if your neighbor has a house that have granite in all the bathrooms, updated lighting, that's neutral paint, all those kinds of things, and then your house does not have that, you can't price the same or higher because buyers will not pay for that. So you do want to look to see what houses are selling in your neighborhood. Talk to a realtor, talk to me. I will help you find that out. But you do want to go through your house, and you might even have that trusted friend I mentioned earlier come through your house and point out things that perhaps you would not notice. Because as we all know, we live in our homes, and there are some things that we get used to that perhaps a buyer would see. And so like paint chips, and I know in my house the baseboards are terrible, and doorways, things like that. So buyers are looking at those things, and so you want to make sure that the condition of your house is as good as it can be and move-in ready, and then just price it accordingly. So you don't want to price yourself out of the market. You want to price it at a price that will sell, and sell quickly, hopefully. And the last thing I have on my list, which I know this is not a full list of things, but the last thing I have on my list is if you have a pool and it is older than 10 years, I would recommend having a pool company come out and check it out for you. A lot of times those pools need to be replastered, and a pool will not add value to your home, especially if it needs work. So if you need a new pool pump, or it has to be replastered, those are big costs for a buyer, and so they will just wait and find a house that has a home with a pool that already has those things done. So keep that in mind as you are maintaining your pool. So I hope this list was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at 281-995-0434, and hope you have a good day. Thanks.